Hello, everybody. This is Stan with the Webb. I'm coming to you tonight, my second show. Um, my first show went off great, um, and my guest was just absolutely great. I have another great guest for tonight. We are we're working with this show to promote people and business and things of that nature. And a little bit later, this show is going to go into um, more of a midstream type show, and we'll be bringing in certain topics. You know, maybe some topics of crime and things of that nature. Is We will be covering some on the paranormal. Cryptids, things of that nature. But it's just not just that. So I just wanted to give you a little bit of an idea how the show will be progressing in the near future, and we're going to have a lot of great guests. I'm lining guests up as we speak, and these guests are from a whole lot of different platforms. And so I think you're going to enjoy those. And but tonight we have an awesome opportunity. Um, my wife and I, Teresa, uh, we're putting on the Deep South Fair Comic Con. That is September 14th and 15th. It's at the Ozark Civic Center in Ozark, Alabama. Um, we have a whole bunch of great guests that's coming. We have all kinds of things lined up, and we'll be discussing later a little bit of that as well. But we have one of the main things that drives our con is the great vendors that we have, and without them, the con really wouldn't be just people come to see some famous people from TV, and and then they would go home. And but this gives people opportunity to come and spotlight their business, get the word out, what they do. You have the opportunity to purchase things from these vendors that their art, and I think all of them are artists. I mean, it doesn't matter if a baker they have cookies. That's still it's an art form to do that. So I think all the vendors are artists. So you may hear me refer to that, on the show. But tonight we have one of those artists, and he does a fantastic job at the business that he does. And I'm going to bring him on in just a minute, and then I'm going to let him kind of give you guys a rundown and an idea of exactly what he's going to bring to the con. And I think this is going to be fantastic. So we are very, very blessed to have uh, vendors and individuals like this gentleman. And so I just want to, without further ado, let me bring him on, Mr. Ricky Harris from Ricky Harris Designs.
Well,
Mr.
thank you,
Harris,
Stan.
how
Thank
are
you
you,
very
sir?
much. Doing great. Thank you.
Good, good, good. All right. So Ricky, you heard a little bit of my intro there, about, and I think all of you guys are artists. I mean, you bring some sort of different tier to the con, and without you guys, a convention like this would just be no. I mean, you could just go down to the street corner and get an autograph, basically. So without you guys setting up, highlighting your business and bringing your business presence to this venue and to our con, I think that's one of the most successful things that we've done was add the vendors to it. So, why, if you don't mind, introduce yourself and kind of give everybody a little bit of a rundown of what you do and maybe how you started your business?
Definitely, Stan. Again, my name's Ricky Harris. I do custom laser etch and CNC woodworking. Um, I'll be bringing to the Deep South Paracon. I'll have several hundred different types of laser etched coasters that are made out of cork with different types of designs, from horror films to Marvel to DC to everything else in between. Right along with that, I have keychains as well that are laser etched. I also have some larger plaques and things that will be offered for sale. I'll also be bringing a portable laser. So, for those people that want something personalized or additional items made, I can do those on the spot right there for those individuals.
Well, that's cool. That's pretty interesting to me. So I'm definitely coming to your booth, and I'm, of course, I'm excited about meeting you and seeing how this type of business works. So, how did you get into doing all this?
I did woodworking as a kid with my dad, and then finally, after retiring from the military, I was in the Army for just over 20 years. I got into back into woodworking and started off with just a small CNC machine, making small plaques and things for friends as a hobby. And finally, it just got to the point of my wife just saying, all you do is you go to work and come home and complain about it, but then go out to the garage and play in the garage all night. And she's like, what if you just quit your regular job and just do this? And I'm like, that's crazy talk. Who gets to just do what they want to do, right? And it was about 3 years ago now that I've been doing woodworking full time. Before that, it had been doing it for several years prior, and so yeah, just doing woodworking full time, and the business has been growing and growing. I got a second CNC machine several years later, and then finally I started getting into the lasers, and that really excited me even more. And I got one small laser, and then I this 2 years ago I got a big industrial laser. Um, and then it just kept snowballing into, oh, hey, there's another one, and how about something else? And now with the small portable laser, being able to bring that to markets and vendor events to personalize and create things, right there for people, it has been really fun, exciting. I really do enjoy creating stuff for people and getting to show off the toys that I have.
That's cool. That's pretty amazing having a portable laser that you can bring on site and do this for. I mean, that's just fascinating to me. You'll probably look around and go, Stan, what are you doing? I'll be standing there watching you, do this stuff because it's really fascinating. And
Oh, yeah, most
um,
definitely.
and of course, now I do some woodworking as well. I grew up doing that, so that fascinates me as well. I'm always up. I can see a piece of wood or something that someone's designed, and I'll marvel over it because it's just you took a piece of wood and created an art form, created a piece of art. So um, I'm definitely there with you. So so how long exactly have you been doing this?
This now I've been doing it just about 7 years.
7 years. Wow,
Right.
that's cool. Now those lasers, are they very expensive?
Uh, they do get pricey. The big industrial laser, I got that instead of getting a new car. So yeah,
Oh wow.
they do get really pricey. The smaller portable laser, you can get down to just a couple $1,000s for a good quality one. They do have some hobby lasers that you can get that a couple $100, and have some fun, start learning about them, and as, as you start to get into the lasers, you can just grow your business or hobby and get another one or something else. I didn't start off with the big expensive ones. Started off with the cheaper hobby lasers, and then finally was like, hey, I'm still doing this. It's not I lost interest in it, and it's that thing that you just put all your clothes on top of and becomes a catch-all. So yeah, this is definitely taken up all the space in the garage, and I've kicked even the motorcycle out of the garage. So it's one of those things that yeah, I really loved doing this.
So you kicked the motorcycle out of the garage for this business. That's pretty serious business there. So
Most definitely.
I, yeah, I'm not sure I could kick my motorcycle out if I had one. You know, no. So, um, well, that's awesome. So and your wife is in this business with you, or
Um,
just a
she had
proxy?
she has a separate business. She sells clothing, so we've been doing several vendor events that we do together, and setting up the tents and getting out there and doing things. She sells her clothes, and I sell my little thing. And there'll be plenty of times she's like, "Oh, but I need something for to go with this or that," and I'll go make something. I've actually hand carved several little pieces to match the design on a different piece of clothing that she had for a little pendant and different things that would just go that one step above for those customers that are really out there for her, and makes it special.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. So how many events do you guys usually do a year?
I'm usually I've started off doing ones around in Florida, down in Panama City, and we were doing them every weekend. We'll have some that are during the week and stuff, but it's mainly the weekend, and it's almost every weekend that we're out at some market somewhere, and really looking forward to this 2 day weekend up there in Ozark for the Deep South Paracon. It looks amazing. How many other vendors do we have?
Oh, now I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know fully because Teresa's the one that handles that.
Well,
Um,
I went on the website, today and stuff, and there was a long list. So for everybody
yeah,
coming out, this is going to be an amazing time to get out to see vendors, as along with those people in the TV and movies, and all the classes that'll be going on. This looks like an amazing weekend.
it's going to be. We have now. If you get an idea of doing some Freddy Krueger stuff, Nightmare on Elm Street, that type of
Most
thing.
definitely.
Uh, yeah, because one of our guests, William Perry, he um he was in the Nightmare on Elm Streets and which like third, the fourth, and the sixth or something like that. And so I think anything Krueger or Nightmare on Elm Street will go over pretty good, at an event like that.
Oh,
Um,
definitely. Yeah,
so
I've got several things. A couple different styles of coasters that I've already made up, and then I've got some other ones that are uh, Freddy Krueger, Jason, Chucky, and all the other characters all lined up together in like a Friends type thing. And then I've got another collage that's just like the Brady Bunch. Instead of the center, it says the Psycho Bunch. So there's some good plaques and stuff that I've been working on, and trying to get the horror theme and stuff well represented.
excuse me. Yeah, I like that, the Psycho Bunch. That, that's going to be appropriate at our con. So
Oh, most
when
definitely. That's why
when
I
we
was
see,
really once we got into there, I was really trying to tailor a lot of the things for the horror con and trying to pick up any of the other stuff. Um, it's been a little more difficult to find images for paranormal and things, but I think I found a few things that we got there. And like I said, with the portable laser, if people got ideas of something else, I can try to work on that and have something made up for them there on the spot. So if I'm missing something, I can take care of them right then and there.
awesome. I'm the coasters that you made for us. I'm going to see if I can get that up on the screen and maybe show everybody what you done and the great
Oh,
job that
great.
you've done. That all
Well,
right.
thank you.
Just bear with me just a minute.
Okay.
And by the way, Richard Johnson, one of our guests at the Paracon, Ethereal Paranormal, EVP for short. He's uh, he's watching the show. He just commented, "Hello, hello, Richard. Glad to see you there, brother." Um,
Yeah, we'll see you
Richard's a
there.
great guy. Yeah, absolutely. Richard is a great guy. He's got some he's got some stories now. If you like the paranormal, then he's the one to go see because he's got some interesting things that he can tell you. And so stand by real quick. Uh, yeah. All right. So how long did it take you to make this coaster?
It takes it. Well, one, I got to find your graphics, and it takes a little bit of time just to find a good quality graphic online. And then, even then, I sometimes have to clean it up just to see if things are pixelated or distorted, just because I'm not getting or I don't have your actual logo. And then a lot of the fonts I have to retype everything out, otherwise it's going to be all distorted. And overall probably took me about 30 minutes to find a good quality image, transfer it over, and then retype everything. I had to go through because you had it all laid out in a straight line, Deep South Paracomic Con, and then try to find a different layout for the circle. And I came up with this, and I thought that it was a good representation of what you wanted, and have a good strong logo in the center. So overall, probably 30-45 minutes that I spent playing around with everything. And then it really only takes a couple minutes for the laser to do its work once you got everything. Now every once in a while, just like regular employees, they don't do what they're told, and well, I get goofed up ones and stuff, so I got to toss those out. But most of the time, it's a good employee, and it does what it's told.
I, I can understand
or
that.
as we're talking, the paranormal could have got involved and decided it wanted to join in and communicate with us.
Yeah, well, that's true. That's true. I have been on other podcasts and later go back and watch the podcast and or listen to it, and we would pick up EVPs. So that's not far fetched. I mean, we pick
Most
up,
definitely.
yeah. Um, so I used to do this just audio on Spreaker, and so it was not something that was rare to find little voices in the background and things of that nature. So that I mean that's cool that some other people notice that stuff.
Oh, most
So
definitely.
so you let's talk about the paranormal for a minute. You believe in the paranormal?
Well, I believe in God, and well, if you believe in God, well, there's definitely a devil, and if there's devils, there's other people, things out there that he's got going. If God's got angels, well, the devil's got demons, and well, they're all hard at work doing stuff. So yeah, there's definitely things out there, and definitely can't explain everything, and there's definitely things at work that are far beyond the physical.
Well, that's true. You know, I've been doing this a long time, and I've run across a whole bunch of things, and but I've only had two cases that I've actually run across anything that I would consider evil. And most of the cases that we go on, we're able to explain all of it away in a scientific manner. And that's exactly what we do. We try to eliminate the paranormal by in a scientific manner. And if we can't do that, then we have to stand back and say, well, maybe there's something else to this, and we go in a different direction, you know. And people ask me, well, what I've got this ugly spirit in my house, you know. Why I've never done anything wrong. How's these ugly spirits come into my I said, I don't think, you know, you classify it as you doing anything wrong. And also, you know, if Uncle Fred was over here, if he was a mean person in life, when he passes away, if he doesn't move on, as people would think, go to the light, then do you think he just got nicer? No, he's, you know, there's
No,
a reason that he's
right.
sticking around, and he's going to be the same old Uncle Fred, you know, and they'll
Most
just kind of
definitely.
miss him.
Those bad auras, or hey, you speak things into existence, and if you say enough garbage, well, that garbage is emanating around you, and yeah, it's gonna affect the real world as well.
Sure, and we run into cases to where people create their own hauntings, and you know, so and that's kind of people sit back and go, what? Yeah, they create their own hauntings, and you know, a lot of negativity and things like that. We run into that in these cases, and when we manage to get people back on track, um, we don't just go in there and make a bunch, you know, ask a bunch of light questions and make lights go off. We actually get to know the family, do research, things of that nature, and we don't just run off and leave them. We offer them resources that, you know, whether it be counseling, whatever the case may be, clergy, uh, you know, and of course we're a Christian team, and we go in. We always pray, and we pray with our clients and things of that nature. We take care of that need, and so you know, people that's out there for the joyride of the paranormal, that I don't technically agree, you know, but you know, there's a lot of people out there that does that, and but if that's the way they approach things, that's them, and you know, so but you're gonna find that there's a lot of people that comes to Deep South Fair Comic Con that think the same way that I do about the paranormal, and um, we have a lot of high-powered guests, if you will, that's been in the paranormal for a long time, and they have had to handle cases. In fact, we have an exorcist that's coming to the con, Jeff Leeper. Um,
Okay.
yeah, so he's a fantastic guy, and he's going to get up on stage and he's going to tell us how his, you know, what happened to him to get him into where he's at now and things of that nature. So it's a fascinating thing, um, you know, for believers or non-believers alike. You know, get in there and listen to that and find out. there's something there. It's worth stopping and taking a look at everything. So
Oh, most
and
definitely.
and y'all will be on the vendor floor, so you guys will get a shot at this as well. That you'll be able to hear them and see them, and so uh, it's going to be a fantastic event. And I think we're over 40 vendors. So, I mean that's a great event. And if anybody's listening that wants to come out, um, we do still have some spots for vendors. And I mean, we have I mean, y'all, if whatever you have, you let us know, and we'll let you know if it'll fit in our con. But anything spooky, anything horror, um, of course, we had, like I mentioned a while ago about chocolate chip cookies, we have some bakers coming, and me, I love to eat chocolate and things of that nature. So, um, that's that's a goodness thing. Um, but so all these different vendors, um, that's going to be in that one building, and people get to come and just shop and shop and shop, and I think that's wonderful. Teresa and I talked to when we first started doing this. Was like, okay, we're going to try to get all these vendors, get these people, these businesses where they can come in and do their thing and spotlight their business and get their products out there. And maybe if you get one or two connections outside the con where you can do some good business with them, I mean, it's a win-win. And
Oh,
so,
most definitely.
I'm just excited about this. And you'll see me a lot on the floor. I go from vendor to vendor to vendor to guest. I try to visit everybody, make sure everybody has what they need, um, and try to get them as comfortable as possible. And this year, the air conditioner is going to be working better than last year. And last year it was a little warm, but um, but they have renovated the Civic Center, new stage, new lights, sounds, and things of that nature, and a new air conditioner. So that's going to be wonderful. It's going to be better than
Oh,
100-degree
definitely.
temperature.
Oh yeah, but I mean, one, it's indoors, so yeah, we got cover, so we're not worried about the if it's rain or anything else like that, or the extreme temperatures. We got AC, so yeah, it's going to be great. Um, like I said, as far as connections afterwards, yeah, I definitely do custom orders. So if somebody else has got a larger plaque or something else that they want made up, I work with the individual client, send them back a art proof, um, and make sure that everything's right, and then I can get into production and get that thing made and mailed out, or if so, meet them wherever if they're local, or I've shipped all over the country and the world, so I can definitely get it back to them. But again, I really enjoy the woodworking, creating special plaques and other things for people. Those special one-off type items that you just can't go find at a regular store. That's definitely what I enjoy doing.
Well, I was on Facebook prior to the show looking at some of your stuff, and you do have, of course, we're looking at the coasters you did a while ago. You do fantastic work. And
Thank you.
I, so if you could pick out one or two of your items that sells the best, what would that be?
Um, I think just around this area, the sports teams, everybody wants a little sports teams logo and things like that. But overall, yeah, the smaller items that people can just kind of grab and go. The keychains and coasters are definitely a crowd favorite, because everybody's got keys, and well, everybody puts drinks down on something. So those are always a great thing. And then if you really want to show your fandom or something in there, then those larger plaques definitely set things off to, hey, look, this is my team, or hey, no, this is my superhero, or hey, this is my horror villain that I am just, it's my connection. This is my person that I'm there with it, whether it's Jason or Chucky or Freddy Krueger. So yeah, I got some for everybody, and it's going to be an amazing show.
That's awesome. So you do superheroes and things of that nature. Um,
Most definitely, yeah. Everything, and anything that people want out there, I can work with them and get something made up. Again, of those other plaques, they're always just a one-off type thing. So I had one lady that was super big, super or a Batman fan, except she wanted their Batman logo to match the decor of her house, and it needed to be gold and mint green. So we got her Batman logo and had it done up so it was custom, exactly what she wanted.
that's cool. That's cool. And I like the fact well, you were in the army and you retired from the army.
Yes, sir.
Well, congratulations on that.
Well, thank you
That
very much. It was a hard road.
I know, absolutely, and we have a lot of veterans that are coming to the con as well. Um,
Okay.
Mr. Richard Johnson, he was in the army as well. We have Matthew Brown. Um, he is the husband of Letriana Brown. They're going to be doing a workshop, and he too, of course, he's current in the Army National Guard now. So, and then Blaine Rohan, he's retired Air Force. So there's so many. We cover all the military there, and we back our military 150%, and
Oh,
you
definitely.
know, we try to get our military to come out and stuff and enjoy themselves. We also uh, invite our first responders to come out, the police, the sheriff, things of that nature. We want all of them to be able to come in and enjoy themselves. And because you and all these other people that's in the military and things of that nature, y'all gave so much of yourself to do that, and we thank you so very much from the bottom of our heart. And so many sacrifices, and people just don't realize the sacrifices that you guys made. And that to me is close to my heart. Um, and so it's it's great that we can have an event in a town that is full of military personnel. You got Fort Novacell right there, and
Yes.
so I have you been to Fort Novacell, or it used to be Fort
Yes,
Rucker?
I've been there several times. Yeah, as Fort Rucker and Fort Novacell, that magical transition.
Right, I got you. I mean, we're blessed to have that there, and I'm just glad that we're able to come to that town, and we feel at home there, even though we don't live in Ozark. We live in a little town called Hartford, Alabama, which is about 20 minutes or so from Ozark. And
Okay.
so, but Hartford, Ozark is a great little town. And I say a little town, it's a medium sized town. They have great people there. And we just enjoy every year we do this con. And of course, helping the Boys and Girls Club out, as we do. And we're having a blood drive also, so everybody wants to can go out and give some blood. You know how important that is, and so it's just going to be an awesome event. And things are getting. We're having more stuff added in just about every week, and we're down now to about 30 days. And so, tell everybody that you're going to be there, and to come out, and I'm gonna send some people to your table.
Oh, definitely. Well, thank you.
And so, so where can everybody find you?
Facebook, Instagram. I'm working on a website right now so we can get things a little bit more out there for everything. But Facebook and Instagram, Ricky Harris Designs. I post stuff all the time. Um, my email is the same, Ricky Harris Designs at gmail.com. And, but I'll have stuff out there for everybody, and it's going to be a good time out there.
Absolutely, absolutely. And we also have a cosplay contest going on. So if you guys want to dress up, you can dress up as your favorite character, whatever you want to, and it doesn't cost anything to enter it. And there is a cash prize. So anybody out there, or even you, Rick, if you want to dress up and like you'd be the Superman type, and come in and do the cosplay thing, and that would be cool. Superman etching a keychain, that would
that that would be good. Yeah.
absolutely. So, I mean, Superman might be a little better etching a keychain than Freddy Krueger, right?
Right. Well, Superman can just use his eyes for zapping that stuff, and Freddy Krueger, he similar to Edward Scissorhands might have a little problem. Might actually mess up your stuff.
Right. But Freddy Krueger's a little dreamy, so he
Yeah.
he might get two things, scratch it in with his one of his knives. But
Yeah. That would be pretty cool. You definitely
absolutely. So
personalize it for you.
absolutely. Do you guys like going into haunted houses, horror houses, things of that nature?
I've gone several different years and stuff to visit some haunted houses and things. They are kind of exciting on some parts, and other parts you're trying to just like a magician, trying to see how did they pull this off? How did this work? How did that work? And where am I
Right.
getting tricked? Type thing. So it's a little bit of the Scooby Doo detective wrong with oh man, and should I run?
Right. Exactly. Well, the reason I asked, we're going to have a horror house at the con. And I'm inviting people. It doesn't cost anything. If you when you pay to get in the con, you have access to the horror house. And so we're gonna ask everybody. They come, they like getting scared. Come see the horror house, and you guys will get the first chance to go through there and
Oh,
stuff.
that'd
So
be amazing. Thank you.
it's I just met with my team yesterday, and everybody's so excited. Got all these great ideas and stuff. So if we're able to pull all those ideas out of the hat and put them to work, then it's going to be a great horror house. And everybody says haunted house, and me, I want it to be a little bit beyond horror or haunted. I want it to be
Okay.
scary and horror. So that's why I named it that.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. So of course, at the con, we're gonna have a full concessions. People can come out and eat, and so I just throw that out there, and it's this event is taking on its own shape, and we started out in one shape, and it was kind of a round ball, and now it's in every different direction. Everywhere you touch, there's a avenue out of it. So um, like I said, it's got its own mind, and I think it's kind of consuming sometimes. So, we just have to Teresa and I just have to kind of step back and go, wait a minute, okay, you know. So
Right. Yeah. And it's an all day event too. It's not just a couple hours in the afternoon. This is an
right.
all day event.
And on Saturday, if you guys want to come, over to Benchmark Beer and Wine and hang out with us. We're gonna have an after party there. Um, you know, you bring your proof that you were at the con, you get 10% off, and if you dress up like Superman or Freddy Krueger, you get 20% off. Whatever
There
costume
you,
you are.
that's great. Yeah, definitely. Let's get some more people out there after the after party and keep the stories going. Talk about your favorite horror movie, suspense thriller, or paranormal. Yeah, we can get it all going on, and you know, just like superheroes, they got different superpowers, and well, those horror films villains, they definitely have their superpowers too. That Jason versus what Michael Myers and everything. Let's who would win? Who would win? What's this? Let's
Right.
let's keep the discussions going.
Well, we have one of our guests, Austin Light. He is the creator of American Demon Comics, and he's just released his other comic, Envy, but he's going to be there in costume. And he was there last year. In fact, he won our cosplay contest last year, and so he's going to the after party, and he's going to set out on street side where everybody can see him, and have his beverage and stuff like that. So he's dressed up like a female demon, and I mean, his stuff is in fact, I'll give you an idea um, exactly what I'm talking about. Bear with me just a minute.
Okay.
See if I can find his picture. And I'm not sure if that's no, that's not them. That's
Yeah, if you, it's on the website. Yeah, on like just cosplay or some other ones.
yeah,
It was on there. But yeah, for everybody else watching, yeah, definitely show them.
yeah. It's pretty amazing. I don't think that I could pull off a costume like that by any means. I have, well, I can't get to it right now. So, but anyway, you seen what he looked like on the website. So,
Oh, definitely.
um, uh, yeah, imagine that setting. Imagine that him sitting on the side there, waving at cars as they go by the benchmark. So that's going to be amazing to watch the cars and the people, and how many people are going to stop and say, "What the heck is that?" That type of thing. So it's going to be fun. It really is. And but if you like weddings, we're going to have a paranormal wedding.
Okay, this is
Michael
that.
and
That'll be
Misty
interesting.
Fox. Yeah, they're actually renewing their vows. But so this paranormal wedding starts around midday, I think. And yeah, I mean, I'm giving the bride away. Um, they've been friends with us for a long time, and it's going to be interesting. And I bet there's never been a con that had a paranormal wedding. So there's going to be something that people come out and
Yeah,
watch. Um,
you
I would,
definitely
I would,
one for the books.
yeah, I would pay to see that. That's for sure. And of course, $15 to get in the door. That's not a lot of money. You spend that much stopping at a convenience store buying cokes and
Oh,
things of that
definitely.
nature. So, but well, Ricky, it's been great having you on the show, brother. It's
Well, thank
I
you.
can't wait. I can't wait to get over there and see your products, and I'm probably going to get you to do something special for me, and you know get something. And I know my wife is going to go over and want something too. She always does. Always.
Yeah, you got to have that something special.
Absolutely. And you know, I tell everybody, come to the con, buy something from the con, buy something from these vendors. That way you have a piece of the con. You have, so I went to Deep South Fair Comic Con and bought this from a great vendor. And, so we're just looking forward to it. And it's kind of something to stand back and thank God that there's a balcony in the Ozark Civic Center because I'll go and I'll stand up there and look and it's yeah, this is pretty nice. It's always nice to see something that you created working well. And so it kind of make and especially helping a good cause, Boys and Girls Club, things of that nature. It just makes me feel good on the inside. And you know, so and everybody having a good time. That's another thing.
Oh, most definitely.
But all right, well, Ricky, I appreciate you, sir, and I'm gonna jump off here, and we've uh, we've got about 30 days left to the con, and if you need anything, you have my phone number. You can give me a call or text me anytime, and if anything got some great news or something, just let me know and we'll
Oh,
shout it to the
definitely.
world.
Okay. Well,
All
I'm
right, sir.
definitely
Well, you
excited as well, and I'm sure everybody else around, and for everybody watching, and we'll definitely see you there.
awesome. All right, everybody. Well, this has been the Webb for tonight, and we've had a great guest tonight, and I want you guys to come to Deep South Fair Comic Con, September 14th and 15th at the Ozark Civic Center, and I want you to go and visit Mr. Ricky over at his booth and get something special made. Because it'll be a once in a lifetime thing. That moment won't ever come around again. So getting that one piece that's just going to make you remember that moment. Bring your kids, your family. It's a family oriented deal, and so lots of food, and we got games and things of that nature. So I want to invite everybody out. So all right, Ricky, I'm going to jump off of here, and I wish you the best with the rest of your evening, and I will talk with you soon.
Thank you very much. See you then.
Yes, sir. Good night.
Good night.